This pandemic is ever changing and it can be an information overload at times, and some of that information isn't even true. So we take this part of our show to feature a local expert and ask questions from you, our viewers. Tonight, as on most Tuesdays, we have Dr. Ruth Berggren with UT Health San Antonio's Long School of Medicine. Dr. Berggren, thank you so much for joining us.
Happy to be here.
So my first question is about Remdesivir, which is showing a lot of promise when it comes to COVID-19. We know that the government has shipped us some in San Antonio already, and we're about to get more, which is what we've been reporting today. I know it's not obvious exactly how much we have here in the city, but how is it distributed? I know you have some input on that.
Well, we asked a lot of questions early on, and we did learn that this drug is being allocated across the country to the places of greatest need. So the amounts that are being distributed state by state are supposed to be driven by the need, the caseload of patients in those particular states. And then within the city of San Antonio, we have some really good infectious disease specialists who are also leaders, and there's a group of us that have a leadership call every couple of days or once or twice a week anyway, and we talk about all the issues where we might be able to make input. And one of them has been a discussion of how to make sure that we understand where the need is within the city of San Antonio to make sure that we get the Remdesivir to those hospitals that have the most cases. And so that kind of requires having a dashboard and a lot of shared information and good communication so the drug gets to where it needs to go when it needs to get there.
And that leads us to our viewer question, actually, which is how does the government determine how much goes to each state and city? So you talked about caseload. Is there anything else that can determine that, or do you feel like San Antonio has more than some of our other Texas cities?
Yeah, I don't have any actual granular numbers about what goes where. I know that when it first got the emergency use approval, we were all on the phone and calling up to Austin and calling representatives to make sure that we were in the mix. We particularly wanted to have a voice because University Health System and UT Health were participants in the trial. We enrolled quite a few patients on the clinical trial that helped get the Remdesivir approved. And after our calls, we learned that great effort was being made to distribute the drug according to where there was need, and that meant numbers. Now, we've been flattening